All right, guys. As usual, thank you so much for tuning in. And today we have two items to be able to show you, and happy to be here once again. So, simplicity first. What do you use for taking your pictures, your videos? You're a blogger, you're a content creator, or a journalist, and you want to develop your stuff properly. What do you do? What do you use outside there? What item do you use? What gadget do you use if you want to make sure your videos are sounding and are looking good, the pictures are clear, the background is cool, and all the settings are all fine? So, simple things first. I have two gadgets here with me. I have a Canon T7i, which is a very good camera. It's a DSLR. It's a digital 7, by the way. And it's very perfect. It has a very good storage capacity that you can put in there. It has a Wi-Fi in here, by the way. It also has a Bluetooth. And this is very important for those ones who do vlogging, and or if you want to do videography. You can have a camera which will do you one of the best things ever. The range is about 100 to 2000 to 25,000, basing on the lenses you've added on. You can elongate your lens up to any amount you want and any size you want, and you can be able to take pictures from as far as a kilometer away, as long as you have full view. Like, here's a full HD video of up to about 30 frames per second on this, which is very good for people who do videography. It's really light, as you can see. Like, it's rotatable easily, very light. I like it. I told you it's just a built-in Wi-Fi and a Bluetooth. You can connect it to your phone, you can connect it to your other gadget, and you should be able to work through very well. It has a very front grip. This grip you see here is very perfect. I like it, and it's all super clear. It's able to be able to like get firm in your hands, and you can move with it as very far as possible. Even when you're taking pictures or videos or you're shooting something, you're really sure that your hands has a grip on it, which is so good. And to make that better, it has a 360 rotatable lens in here that you can use, and the screen here is perfect. It's in HD color, which is okay for you to do your thing. And here I have a GoPro, which is very popular. People have advertised it. The company has worked so hard to make sure its name is up. This is a GoPro 10, but we have GoPro 11, GoPro 12, whichever camera that keeps coming. Of course, they also update every year. We shall have a GoPro 13. So this is an all-action camera. Like, it does everything you need. Everything is here. The settings inside here shows you everything that you can do. You have to, of course, insert a memory card on it so that you're able to shoot your videos properly. It's very super small. It just enters your pocket and you can move with it everywhere. This is a telephoto lens. Like, it rotates with your eye. Like, if you do like this, that's how your eye rotates. If you also do it like this, that's how it also rotates. It keeps on picking whatever item you're shooting. You can also program it to be able to follow you, so that you're able to take your pictures as it's following you, especially if you use a gimbal. Yeah, if you use a gimbal, it should be fine to move with you. Yeah, this is the gimbal I'm talking about. You can buy it separately. It depends according to the price you want for your gimbal, up to 300 or plus gimbal, depending on how many items you want to add on this. You can add another separate, maybe a phone in here with another connector. Then you should be able to hang your phone on the right, so that you can be using a GoPro and at the same time your phone is doing recording. So this is very important when you're doing videos out there, or a content creator and you want to do some shooting. It's very important for you. So I'm telling you, this is very super slim, possible. It has a wide coverage. In fact, and like, when you're doing your videos, it has a very wide view that you cannot miss anything before you. So this one has it's about 5.3K videos. That's what it shoots, up to 5.3, sorry, which is super clear, super good, very bright, and with a very defined background. It has a slow motion shots in here that you can use if you prefer that. The slow motion, of course, you can edit it at the same time, and you can also just fix it from here, which is all set. It is also online. You can subscribe for it, so that so many of your things can be stored online. The videos you shoot, after you've shot it, it will just be stored online. It is an all action camera, of course. I tell you, it's very good. It also has time lapse. You can set it on the side. It also has a Wi-Fi and inbuilt Bluetooth. You can connect it to any other gadget you have. By the way, you can connect it to your phone. Usually I do that. I have my phone here and my GoPro is on the other side. So I'm able to monitor the picture the GoPro is showing me on my phone. So that's how important this camera is. So what am I saying out of these two? What is important that I've seen? Because everything is almost the same other than the size and the pricing. The battery life is almost the same. Like if you check a DSLR, this GoPro, the battery is here. This battery is not designed to last longer. Probably about 25 minutes or 30 of full-time action on it, and it will go off. So you have to have spares to be able to replace. Same applies to this DSLR camera, the digital it's a digital single lens reflex system. That's the DSLR in full, digital single lens reflex camera. Like this also has like the same type of battery. It can go down depending on how fast you're using it. So you have to make sure you have more than 3 or 4 that you have charged ready to move on, because you do not need to fail to take the pictures you want to do. So I would say that as you go out, make sure you're all set with everything with you. You have your batteries ready. So let's look at the differences between the two, and we see which one is very important. First, let's start with the pricing. Now the pricing here differs. A GoPro 10 right now online is about 290 something, because we have in the GoPro 11, GoPro 12, that's about $270 to $290. You can also get it for less depending on who has posted it online, but as per Amazon, that's it, or the company itself, you'll get it around that range. Then we also have the DSLR camera, which is a Canon Rebel T7i. This is like a very good all-around camera as well. So when you get it used right now, because the new ones are in different ranges. There's T7, T8i, and I think up to T9 right now. So this is a T7i, which the initial purpose of me buying it was just to take my pictures in the house. And when I'm going out, I just shoot my pictures. It wasn't for videos, strictly for pictures, but it does like both. It's very perfect. So then later on, I realized that from a content creator, YouTuber, this is very important. Why do I have to say that it's very important? Because it has lots of settings in here. When you look at this, you see that there's a ton of modes you can switch it to. There's a super fast mode, there's a slow mode, there's electric lightning super speed that you can set this onto. You can also modify it to the standard and color of the picture you want just from here. So I love the settings so much. It has like if it's there's a lot of sunshine, if there are so many people in the area, if it's like an athletic sport kind of game, it does everything here. So I'm asking you that you better look for one that looks like this. You can buy used one if you don't care. If you can buy a new one, if you find, just go online. Canon is always a good product, and those people who are associated with Canon should be able to know that this is not something you play about with. So this notch here, you see this notch? That notch is the one you're going to use for like removing it and fixing another one. But as you're trying to keep this, make sure you're protecting it from the dust always. Make sure the room you're in is not dusty. So you just press this down and you twist it and you're all set. And this is how it comes. Usually when you're buying this, I bought this I think at about $1,500 then when it just came back, when it came online. But now it's super cheap, up to about 700, I mean from about 500 up to 700 without the lens. Then you can buy the lens separately. So when you want to fix it back, you just press that same notch here and turn it onto the right. There's this white thing here. Make sure that white thing comes exactly and faces there. So this is a DSLR digital lens 7, of course, and it has a screen touch in here, rotatable. You can be looking at your things from down on whichever side you want. You can rotate it. You can also bring it back and it just sits there like that. You can cover it like this and it sits so that even if something hit it, you're very good to go. Nothing will just distract you. So for me, I would really, out of the two, the GoPro all action camera and the Canon T7i, they both do a perfect job, but where you do the job from matters, because I would be very comfortable doing an outdoor job with the DSLR camera, the Canon T7i. It's very okay, it's very comfortable to use, and also takes in some time with the battery as opposed to the GoPro. You can't use it inside, like where I am right now. It doesn't edit the pictures like directly. You have to do it manually, and as opposed to DSLR, the DSLR does a very good job for that. Thanks to my Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus, which I am using to shoot this. This is fine and I like it, and kudos to Samsung for that. So if you have your phone, you can use your phone for shooting it. I'm just doing that right now as I'm talking to you. I'm using Samsung S23 Plus. So I would use this indoors mostly, like very perfect, though it does outdoor more perfectly, but you can compare it to this. This is always standard, and it's very hard to update it when you're, to do editing and changes of settings when you're shooting a video. This is an all action camera. It's very, very important when you're outdoors, like you're going for games, you're going for outdoor shooting, you're in a very crowded place. Use this with a gimbal, the gimbal here, and the gimbal will be able to help you. It can turn the direction of where you want it to be even without you turning there. So that's the good thing about having the all action camera. So the comparison between the two makes it very important for you to understand which one to use. Use this when you're outside in the community and you're running around, people are doing sports, you have the opportunity to hold it. And even if you're taking videos outside, it's very rarely that people will scratch it out of you, because when they see you with an iPhone 15 and you're shooting videos from a very crowded place, let's say Africa is usually crowded, and there are possibilities that someone might easily get interested in your phone. But if it is this, they really don't look much into it, because they're asking themselves, where am I going to sell it? Is it even expensive? They even probably do not know how costly it is. So I would advise that you use this outdoors as opposed to inside. Inside, I would ask you to use this. So this is the one most important thing I like about this. It helps you like change so many settings. Then at the back here, you have the different types of zooms. You can delete, you can view and edit. You can have so many settings in here. And when you look at those settings, they are very important, very good and perfect. And you can this is the notch for taking pictures. So if you've learned something, and I'm gonna say that again, that I would prefer using a GoPro all action camera outside in the community where people are so many and you don't want to lose your phone or iPhone or something. And if you're indoors and you want to shoot very serious videos, use this. If you're outside, still the same, use this. So if you've understood something, the pricing, this is expensive, 3 times more than this when new. Even now when used up, this is still 2 times expensive more than this. So you know where to lie down, and you know probably why your videos have not been clear, clean, and compatible. So with that, thank you for watching. Those ones who watch us from wherever you are, we appreciate you so much. And going forward, check you in another video, a more precise one.